Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, thanks for joining me. My name is Leanne, I'm a vegan losing weight on the Slimming World plan. If you're coming back, as always, thanks ever so much for doing so. So today is Monday, just another week working at home, although we are of course approaching Christmas now. So I'm starting my day with a cup of Pukka ginseng matcha green tea, which is of course sin-free on Slimming World, and I'm also having a bagel. Well, a bagel thin. It's in about 1,700 pieces because it was frozen. It's my last one. And yeah, it was frozen, but like frozen solid. So when I tried to prise the two parts, the two halves apart, then yeah, I managed to like shatter the whole thing. So that's fun, but that's okay. So I've just toasted it. It's Warburton's seeded bagel thin, and that's healthy extra bee choice. I've spread mine with 2 teaspoons of naturally vegan spreadable, and that comes out at 3.5 sins. It is now 11:15 and I'm having a coffee, only it's not just a coffee. This is like a pretend mocha. So I've kind of made a coffee as normal, but then just instead of using my normal almond barista milk, I've used the Alpro dark chocolate almond milk. I used 100 mils, so that's 2.5 sins. So it's currently 12:20 and I'm just gonna make some lunch. I really wanted to have a nice soup today, but like a fresh soup. So I was having a quick look just now through my recipe books, and of course corn chowder. I've not had it for so long, so I'm just going to roughly follow the Thug Kitchen recipe for this particular soup. It's really nice and simple, which, you know, is the way I like my food. So essentially you've got onion and garlic, celery, some pepper and potatoes. Yes, my potatoes are really routine old, but this is the perfect way to use them up. And then of course some corn, and then you then you end up finishing off with some basil and some lemon juice. Oh, and stock as well, of course. Yeah, so that's essentially it. This one really doesn't take very long to cook at all. So basically I just sauteed off the onion for a couple of minutes in fry light first of all. And then I added in the potato, just the equivalent of like a large potato. And then 3 cloves of garlic and what else? Oh, 2 sticks of celery. And then I added in 1 red pepper, but also 2 little green ones. Because, you know, it just makes it look pretty and colourful, and it's a nice way to use up green peppers, because obviously this is quite a nice sweet soup from the sweet corn, so the green peppers kind of, you know, they're a bit bitter sometimes, so that just kind of tempers it all. It makes it quite nice. So yeah, I'm just bringing this to the boil because annoyingly I forgot to boil the kettle, so my water wasn't that hot when I put it in. I've also added in my stock cube, and yeah, I'm just going to get this boiling. So I've also added in 2 tins of my sweet corn. Now the original recipe again calls for fresh corn, so the actual amount is 6 large ears of corn. So I tried to like equivalent that. So I'm using 3 tins of corn, but obviously you can use frozen as well. And basically you're just going to boil all of this together for about 10 minutes until the potato's soft, then blend it, and then we're just going to stir in the extra, the last tin of corn, and stir through the lemon juice and a load of chopped basil. Oh, and I'll add in some salt and pepper, of course, as well. And that's literally it. It's so simple and really quite quick once you've chopped all the veg. So while that was boiling, I just took the opportunity to take the recycling out, you know, got to be productive. And then I've just mostly blended the soup, and then I'm going to add in the other tin of corn, and then also all this basil I've chopped. It's about 3/4 of one of the bags from the supermarket, and the juice of this half a lemon left over from yesterday. And there is my finished product, obviously completely sin-free and will be absolutely delicious. This great big bowl is half of the amount I made, and yeah, it should be enough, but you know, I've got no qualms about having a bit more if I want to. Obviously it's sin-free, so you know, it doesn't matter about measuring it accurately or anything, but yeah, this should be plenty. And I'd just like to say that right now it is 5 to 1, and so therefore that's just taken 35 minutes just to make a really nice, healthy soup for lunch, full of speed. Obviously you've got some free foods in there as well with the sweet corn and the potato, but yeah, totally delicious. So another nice, easy lunchtime meal. Delts hates it when I talk to you guys. It's just gone 2:30 and obviously I finished eating about an hour ago. My soup was lovely, and obviously I've got that other whole bowl for tomorrow, so happy days. I'm quite like predictable in the fact that about an hour or so after I've eaten, sometimes just after, but about an hour or so after I get to the point where I'm like, I always want something like sweet or something anyway. So I'm having a cup of my pucker after dinner tea. I say cup, I mean like my bucket sized cup. And I'm having a banana and this chocolate orange coated rice cake bar. These are from Aldi. They're accidentally vegan and they are 4.5 cents each. They're a really, really, really good thing, in my opinion, because they feel quite substantial because they're like the size of a chocolate bar basically. Obviously it's rice cake in the middle, but they're fully coated in the chocolate orange chocolate. So yeah, they're just, I find them really quite like, they're quite a satisfying thing to eat, if you see what I mean. I feel like they're really worth 4.5 cents. So yeah, I'm gonna have that one, and I'm pretty sure that puts me on 12. So well, once I've had my advent calendar chocolate, it will put me on 12, but I'm not having it yet. I save it till later. So I've just finished work. It's 20 to 5 right now, and I thought I'll just take a little walk down to the high street. Well, it's like a pedestrian, I guess it's the high street, or what acts as it in our town. It's like a big pedestrian street. I have shown it on previous ones, but I was just looking out the window because obviously it's quite dark, but it's really, really foggy. I don't know if my phone's going to pick it up to show you. I'm going to try. Yeah, I feel like it's actually optimizing the light. This is making it look very built up where I live, but it's actually not, because the other side is all fields. I'm outside now. So normally up there you can see all the trees along the top of the hill, and up there there's actually houses all up there. You can't even see them. That's really funny. It's super, super low fog. So like I said, I've just come out down the high street, which you can see behind me. And I'm just going to show you the Christmas lights. We've got one of the awesome Cotswold town halls that has the lights all around in the arches. And that's the church over there. Can't really see it. And then all our lights, our trees have lights on. And then all up the street, you've got the little Christmas trees as well. There's the town hall from further up the street. Well, you can see it because it's really misty and foggy. But I've just got in a couple of local shops as well. Hey guys, it's currently 7:15. The last time I spoke to you, I think I was down in Dursley. So I got a couple of things. I thought, you know, support the local shops, because we've got, to be fair, a couple of really nice ones. And so I bought my dad and my sister's Christmas cards from one shop. And then I got a couple of gifts for a couple of my friends, because we only do like token gifts, and there's only like 2 of my friends that exchange gifts with. So in one of the other shops, I got, as towards their gift, like one of them will get this little dude, how cute, and the other one But be careful because they're ceramic. There's this little one. How cute's that? So I feel good about supporting local business, even though it's only a few quid, but even so. Anyway, so yeah, when I got back, Mum popped around to drop in my Christmas card from her and Dad. And then, so we always play cards. We've got this game that we always play called Blob. So we had a game of Blob, and then we ordered the veg box for Christmas because I've just found in the next town over where my sister lives. Well, it's not the next town over at all, that's a complete lie. It's about a 15-minute drive away. But yeah, they've got a fruit and veg shop that delivers, but also does like really good wholesale prices for some things. But they deliver all around here. Hi, Doubts. So anyway, so we've actually just ordered the Christmas veg box from them, which is only 20 quid, and you get loads in there. So that's good. So we haven't got to worry about like all the basics. Then that'll be delivered on the 21st. So then Mum has just gone, and now I'm going to make some dinner. I've already decided what I was going to have. So I will just show you now. I've decided to go with a recipe from the new Take 5 book, which is Take 5 Second Helpings. And I'm just going with pasta puttanesca. I thought I should try and make an effort to try some more recipes because I've noticed that my food's getting really samey lately. And whilst this one is still very samey, I thought at least it's something I've got everything in for and it's really easy. So we'll work on that. But yeah, so basically it's linguine, which I've got there. They've got tender stem, but I've just got normal broccoli, so that's fine. They've said anchovies. Right, I don't understand. Why are they saying anchovy fillets in oil but drained? Not drained and rinsed, just drained. And yet this recipe is free. I didn't get it because anything in oil is normally not free. Anyway, I'm subbing olives for anchovies, but olives are 1.5 sins for 8 olives if they're in brine, which these are. So yeah, I'll have to have a small amount of sins, which is fine. It's worth it. And then they've said 2 tins of chopped tomatoes with chili and garlic or herbs. So what I'm doing is using 1 passata with garlic and herbs and 1 cherry tomatoes tin. And then finally some capers, and don't know if you guys know that I love capers, but here's my industrial sized jar of capers that I've been waiting to break into. So today is the day. So I'm looking forward to that, but there'll probably have to be quite a lot of capers being featured soon because yeah, there's a lot of capers in there. Anyway, so the only thing that this dish is missing in my eyes is some form of protein, but I did want to keep it kind of true to what the recipe says. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw in a tin of lentils to the sauce. Only the 1 tin because A, I feel like it's just going to bulk out a little bit more, and B, obviously it is important to have a source of protein, like a proper source of protein in your dinner. I know everything like has some protein in, but there is, you know, for me, it's just not necessarily a complete meal without it. I wouldn't be that worried, but lunch, I didn't have like a protein source in there either, like a main protein. So yeah, so that's why I wanted to just make sure I threw something in for dinner. Don't worry, I'm not like obsessed with protein or anything. It's just that for me, like a meal has to have like protein, a carb, and then veggies, like 17 billion veggies. But you know, that's just me, so it's personal preference. Anyway, so yeah, I'm chucking in the lentils just to make it more of a complete meal in my view. There we go. So I think I'm going to start prepping this now because I'm getting a little bit peckish. I just literally forgot to tell you guys, which was the whole point of me starting filming, that when Mum was here, I had another coffee like I did this morning. So using the dark chocolate almond milk instead of normal milk or barista milk. It's really nice actually. It makes the coffee taste not bitter at all, and not that that one ever particularly is. And yeah, it just gives it like a little chocolatey tinge. It's really tasty. So yeah, 100 mils of that, 2.5 sins. So that puts me on 14.5, but only once I've had my advent calendar chocolate, which obviously I've not had yet because I like to have it in the evening. So I am going to go start making dinner. Yay, I'm done. Only mild carnage. So yes, I ended up putting into my sauce. Actually, let me tell you how I made it. So I did enough linguine and broccoli for my dinner tonight. And then I thought I'll keep the sauce separate because then I can portion it properly. So because it's quite a lot of like juice, I thought I'll make 3 portions, and therefore I added in 3 lots of 8 sliced olives, making this 1.5 sins per portion. The actual sauce, literally chuck in the tin of cherry tomatoes, chuck in the passata with garlic and herbs. I added in the drained tin of lentils. I added in about 6 extremely generous tablespoons of capers. Obviously my 24 olives sliced, and that's literally it. And then just bring it to a simmer and just let it bubble away. And that was literally it. So, yeah, as I said, I've got 1.5 sins a portion, and that's good to go. Those other 2 portions I'll have another day. And then I am being completely like sacrilegious and chucking a load of cheese on top because I just feel like it. So this is both of my healthy extra A choices for the day. This mountain of very finely grated cheese. It is only 80 grams, but the fine grater is a marvellous, marvellous thing. So yeah, I'm gonna mix this through and go eat. It's 9:30 right now. I am knackered. I was sat after my dinner and I realised that I was falling asleep on the sofa. So I made myself get up, clean out the kitchen, so that's all done. Well, it may not look it to you, but it is. All the sides are wiped and so on. And I'm just gonna have a little bit of chocolate, and I'm gonna have a cup of nighttime tea. I'm skipping the after dinner tea because I'm just tired. And I'm gonna hopefully go to bed within the next hour. So for my chocolate this evening, firstly my advent calendar chocolate. Today we have a little, hi Dels, we have a little choo choo train. It's 1.5 sins, Mummy Meeks. Oh, bit chipped off. And then I've got 2 left of these happy herbivore truffles. There's 2 types in here, dark chocolate with almond praline, they all went long ago, and dark chocolate with orange, which are the ones I have 2 left of there. They are 3 sins each. So I'm also having 2 squares of Ritter Sport because that is 3 sins as well, and that puts me on exactly 25. So that's all from me. I'm gonna go enjoy my tea and my bit of chocolate, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Take care and good night.